What is up, guys? I'm back with a very special interview. We got the Bo Bobson underscore 27. No, it's Bo underscore Bobson 27, right?
Yeah, Bo underscore Bobson 27.
Okay, how are we doing today?
Doing all right.
On
Having
this
a good time.
Yeah, on this fine Labor Day Monday. By the way, viewers,
Yeah.
sub to my second channel. It may be on the screen or linked in the description or like somewhere. I will probably just upload there more than here, so yeah. Anyways, let's just get straight into this shit. So, first question. Who are you, like, in real life? Where are you from? What is your age? What is your current, like, job slash school slash life path situation? And how would you describe your personality, basically?
Well, okay. I'm 20. I live in California. I'm not going to go into too much detail about where I live.
Yeah,
I'm
respectable.
currently in college, second year, majoring in computer science. I don't know. I guess I'm kind of a mellow guy. I'm not like super, you know, like outgoing or anything. Yeah.
So you'd say you are, like, relaxed,
Yeah.
I guess. What are your, like, interests besides Pokemon, video games, all that? Like, what do you like to do outside of that?
Well, obviously, you know, I have school and I play Pokemon a lot and other video games as well. I play Terraria.
Oh, nice.
I also used to play the piano for quite a long time. I don't really do that as much anymore because school's taking up a lot of time.
Are you more of a, like, outdoors or indoorsy type person?
I'm more indoors, but like my parents are very outdoors, so it kind of both.
Did you?
That's kind of how I was
Were
raised.
your parents, like, kind of anti, like, super screen time when you were younger, or what? Because I know a lot of
Yeah.
people that
Yeah.
are like that have, like, outdoorsy parents that were, like, annoying about their screen time. So
Yeah, exactly.
So what did you, like, spend your time doing when you were younger? When your parents were like, get off your fucking DS?
I think a lot of it, like I played with Legos a lot as a kid.
Were you like a creative Lego builder or like a by the instruction manual the Lego builder?
Kind of both. I think it started, you know, following instructions because like you see like a super cool build or whatever, and like you want to buy that. But then, like later on, I got like the programmable stuff where you can like have like a robot that you build. So I kind of made my own shit there.
Oh, nice. Were you into what's like robotics? I guess was that I was forced to do that in like 6th or 7th grade. Was that like
Oh,
something
yeah.
you were really interested in when you were younger?
I didn't really get like super into it, but like sort of casual.
Nice. So, what is your, like, I guess, since you had to spend time outdoors, what is, like, your favorite outdoorsy area, experience, vibe, any of that?
Well, let's see. We spent a lot of time, you know, going camping and stuff. Like every year, go
Nice.
somewhere like a national park or something. Because like in California, there are a lot.
Yeah.
So we spend a lot of time hiking around, which is, you know, it's cool, but like you get sore, and like a lot of them are high altitude as well. So you run out of breath too.
Oh, are you from, like, a high altitude area, or is that just somewhere you used to
No.
go? Yeah, I'm not even.
Yeah, so you have to acclimate to it.
Same
Like
for
the
me.
first couple days, you're kind of out of it.
Have you been to Tahoe?
Yeah.
Nice. I used to go there, like, every year when I was younger. Very cool
Yeah,
place.
Tahoe's cool.
I don't know if non-California people know about Tahoe, but it's like the summer California migration station pretty much.
Tahoe's like all year round basically, because like in the winter they have skiing and everything.
True. I went there when I was younger once during the winter, and I got I think I got my 3DS for Christmas, so that was definitely a cool memory. Or did you used to go in the winter?
No. I think I've only been there like a few times, but it's always been in the summer.
So are you like no skiing, no snowboarding, or have you done one before? You like one more than the other?
I haven't done either,
Okay.
actually.
Because it's usually pretty divisive. Most people aren't cool with skiing and snowboarding. They kind of pick a side, you know. Anyways,
Right.
so now that you did, get into Pokemon, what was your how did you get interested? How did you start with Pokemon in general? Like, what age were you? How did that start?
I think it was probably like 3rd grade, 4th grade, something like that. The other kids at daycare, had their DS, they were playing Pokemon and shit. So that's probably what really got me into it in the beginning. But I didn't really play competitive until much later, like past couple years.
Okay, so yeah, how did you find out about Showdown, and then how did you find out about 1v1?
See, so Showdown, I found it like 2018 or something. I think that's when my account was created. But I was playing like some random OU team that I kind of built myself, and I was like 1100. So I wasn't really like competitive until pretty recently. Like I said, like maybe 3 years ago, probably 2 years ago, where like I was just like messing around trying to find some tier, and I saw 1v1. I was like, okay, and I loaded like one Mon onto the ladder
Yeah.
and just got and I got like 1400 with Regidrago, and I was like, okay, this is cool.
So did you just load one Mon one game and then realize it was 3, and then you went back to the drawing board, or like what happened there?
Well, actually, I think I probably started in like Gen 7.
Yeah,
Just,
I was
like,
gonna ask.
what
1v1.
gen. I saw 1v1 there, and I played like a couple games or something, or quite a few. I don't know. It's very vague for me. I don't remember like exactly when I started playing 1v1 specifically.
But you obviously like got into it during SS. What
Yeah.
what like part of SS was it? Because there's a lot of like phases and stuff like that.
I think it was right before Snorlax got banned.
Oh, okay. So like early 2021 probably.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is like slightly off topic, but we're gonna get back into 1v1. Are you like a competitive person? Like, how competitive are you in 1v1? Like, how much does it really mean to you to beat people? And like, have you played other competitive games during your life, or what?
I mean, I guess I'm competitive, just, like, because I think a lot of people are. I try not to, like, get super emotional about it or anything. So, like, winning in 1v1, obviously, like, I want to win. Like, and I will try to win, but it's not, like, super, super important. Like, I'm
You just
gonna
trying to
be
have fun?
mentally crushed. Yeah.
Yeah, I get the vibe from players like you and like Merman. They just kind of want to have fun, just like doing whatever, kind of in their own like world, I guess. Also, I didn't ask, but what was like your first like Pokemon game? Like the XY, Black White, stuff like that. Like, which one was your first?
Black White.
Nice. It's
Yeah.
always funny seeing like new players come onto the scene, and it gets a little later because mine was Heart Gold, and I'm
Right.
2 years older than you, I assume,
Right.
since I'm a 4th year and you're 2nd, so that kind of like makes sense timeline wise.
Exactly.
So we kind of a little bit got into this in the last question, but what do you like about 1v1, and like what is your approach to it mentally, and like how do you like approach the game, pretty much.
Well, I like 1v1, and I think this is really what drew me into it, because it seems like sort of a solvable metagame. But it's a lot more like complicated and interesting than you would expect it to be from surface level.
Mm-hmm.
The way I approach it, I mean, a lot of it is really like you spend the most time building teams, but it really doesn't matter so much as just going into the game. You just pick one mon, and then you have to be right about that. So either your team building is absolutely busted and you just 3-0, or you have to like play the mental game.
Okay. So how much importance do you place on building versus playing?
Honestly, it's kind of equal. I think obviously for some people playing is like way more important because they don't have to build. Like you have a lot of people who can just pick well. And
a lot.
Yeah. But then you have to have someone who's building teams as well. So I think it's pretty 50-50. If you have bad teams, you're gonna lose.
You really think it's 50-50? How important do you think like builders are? Or do you just believe like, oh, like in a team everyone can build their own slot? But I feel like that's kind of harder these days. You gotta like really draft like specific players if you want like 8 players that build for themselves. So how important do you think like builders, 1v1 builders are, I guess?
Well, okay, well there's also like a lot of backlog of teams that you can use, especially for older gens.
Which is underrated, by the way. Don't be afraid if you're like, hey, I have 3 or 4 teams. I don't really know what I would do if I would build a 5th. Let me just look at this like replace thread and see if I just like the idea that other people have, you know, or like their execution, right. I guess. I feel like people are too ingrained in like the I have to build 5 teams each week mentality when you don't.
Yeah,
literally,
exactly.
you just don't. So I guess my next thing was like you. So you do think that building is like people who build a lot are important, or do you think like there's so much out there that you're talking about with teams that like it's not as important because if you just watch games, I guess you can find teams you like, or like I guess how valuable are builders to you? Is my question.
I think it depends. Like for current gen, builders are a lot more important because you know there are like 1,000 SS teams that you can just take from. But I think people who build their own teams do have the element of surprise a lot of the time, which is very useful.
Yeah, so how useful is that? Because I was gonna ask, like I was gonna like epically segue, like you have owned a sets comp and you have a bunch of people submitting stuff to you, and like do you think how valuable is each specific player's approach to building, I guess? I don't know if that made sense.
Well, okay, submitting to the sets comp is, I think people overestimate how many people are actually submitting. If you're in the channel, there's not really that much going on in there, because a lot of it is me doing all the work.
Thanklessly.
I mean, well, people do appreciate it for sure. I think people who build, I mean, they're definitely valuable. Like I said, I think current gen is a lot more important because like those are the people who are making the meta compared to people who just like pick the mons. Like they're gonna do fine playing the game, but they're not necessarily like doing what I find to be interesting and fun about it.
Okay, but with that said, how much do you like believe in like optimization? Because like certain players are just really good at building old gens without doing anything like super special. So do you believe? I guess it does pertain to like the sense comp thing, but like how much do you believe in like true optimization or just like a winning formula?
Like optimization of EVs or just like
No, just building in general, because there's a lot of levels to it. I think the level of building is way higher now than it used to be, but there's also like noticeable like people that are just above everyone else. So do you believe like in, I guess, not set optimization, like just like full like team building mentality optimization? Do you believe in that?
yeah, I think if you're building a subpar team, like you're just giving yourself more of a chance to get like 3-0'd and lose.
Okay, so I just wanted to squeeze a bunch of questions about building just because you definitely have a more interesting approach to it than other new players. So my next question is, well, it's like, yeah, it's like a open thing, but like describe your first few tours, like your first LT, World Cup, OGPL, and PL. Just describe that experience and how like each of them was kind of different from each other, I guess.
Okay, let's see. My first LT, I think I barely scraped by. I almost made it in like first cycle, I think, and then I made it like third cycle because I would be asleep during the fourth, and I made it in like the fourth slot. Back then, honestly, my team building was kind of ass. If you look at the teams that I brought, they were super crazy, at least for the first round.
I remember watching you versus David, and it was like, it just looked like 1v1 like ZU. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I don't know how I won that.
I think he did like the same thing. Like you guys were both just pulling up with fucking nonsense.
Yeah, I think he was trolling for sure. I think I ended up getting a really good matchup against Potato Chan, against Jacob. Like I ended up getting the reverse because I actually got a fish with like a random tech that I had come up with. So I got kind of lucky there, and he also lost to Regieleki as usual. And then I got just completely owned by Nale because experience advantage, and I mean, she's just a really good, strong player. And then in losers, I lost to David in the rematch. He did get a lucky crit, but it is what it is. I definitely could have played better.
He did have a demon losers run that tour.
Yeah. World Cup was fun. I mean, it's a very good experience for me. Like I learned a lot about like building. I got a lot of practice building in that tour. Like even though I didn't have a very good record, like I'm very glad that I was able to like play on a team. So not much to say about that, honestly. Like West didn't really have a good run. I didn't do very well, but I learned a lot from that.
Yeah, like it's easy to look at the numbers, getting 7-1 and going, I think 1-3 and be like, that was a failure, but it's like not every player starts out dominating. Like sometimes there's things you have to refine, things you learn from playing, building, all that. It just comes with experience.
Yeah.
So then, what did you think about like OGPL and this 1v1PL?
OGPL I think was probably my best tour so far. Even better than regular PL. I think because I had a lot of experience from building for World Cup, my building that tour was actually really good, in spite of using some funny Pokemon. I went like 3-1, I think, and then got 4-0'd by Jacob. in the final week after we were out. But I had a lot of fun in OGPL on the Rhydons. Rhydon, 100% win rate on the sheet.
Yeah, that was
By the way.
respectable. That's the screenshot. That's on the screen right now. Is Rhydon being the Grimmsnarl. Didn't think I'd
Yeah.
see a Rhydon versus Grimmsnarl in like an important game, but we did. We were blessed with that. So how was this
Oh,
PL?
yeah. So this PL, I kind of expected to be a lot more hype, you know. Like compared to, at least from my perspective, last PL felt like there was a lot more interesting stuff happening. But it's also like the first PL of the generation, and I think there's a lot more to be done. I mean, I had a good time. I built with a lot of stuff that I wanted to use. I made a lot of cool techs and stuff. Coming out positive is always good. So,
I do have a question. Did you expect to be an RPS Rhyperior?
I kind of did. They told me they would try to draft me, but after I went for 21, I mean, it's way over budget for them. So I don't know why Hordes went so high on it.
No, I think the reason for that was that I think Mubs asked like quite a few people if you like would want to retain them, and they all just said no. Squirtle said no. I know Swag God said no. Swahili God said no.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming other people said no. So I think he was just like, fuck it. I don't have much to start off with. Let me drop a 21k bomb and hope this guy carries me. I think that was the idea. Because this draft was so top heavy. Like once Squirtle and Ecstatic and Jacob were on teams, it's like, who do you even get now? Dennis Close, I guess. The Close was not as much as expected either for most people.
15.5 Close was crazy.
Mm-hmm. So how was the Hyperspace Horrors experience? Be honest.
Horrors, no offense to the Horrors, like there were definitely some good people on that team, but it was kind of a dead chat a lot of the time. I mean, I wasn't really getting support from other people, which is like normal for me, but I think a lot of our older gens were just getting carried by PA. Like, other than Edgar and Mubs, like our SS2 and BW were just carried by PA. And in SV as well. Like, he was doing building for so much of the tour. And, I mean, obviously, he's not like the greatest builder of all time or anything, and our clickers are not that great either. And our BW slot actually got really unlucky in the first few weeks as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not like the best team. Definitely not the best team. But I mean, I think there was just not much team synergy, put it that way.
Yeah. Well, okay, question. How much on a scale of 1 to 10 did you believe in the Cyclozar before loading it?
Like 5. It was just for the meme, dude.
So what is your thought process when like picking, okay, I'm gonna load Cyclozar. Okay, I'm gonna run like a 3 EV scarf set. Like what goes into that?
Okay. Let's see. So it started out, Vertigo told me to bring Cyclozar. I was like, okay, whatever. Like, this is funny. Told me that Delamon said it was good. So we get the Delamon boost. And so I was just trying to figure out what the heck I can do with this guy. So, and since I ran some calcs on it, it was just so bad. It's too slow to outspeed any of the top threats, right? And so I was like, okay, I have to run Scarf on this. So I outspeed by default, so I can just run bulk. So I ran like special defense for something. I don't remember what it was for. I think it was probably Spectrier, because so I can knock off and then tank the hyper beam. So I thought it would be okay, you know, like we hit something with it, and I just threw some other teammates on there, and it looked really, really bad. I didn't even get a bad matchup with that team though. I got outpicked.
Some more SV specific things. I don't know if you used Uxie or Mesprit or both, but like, what is the niche of those mons? I don't really get it.
Okay. So Uxie is not my idea. That's Dream Prince.
The goat.
He's been using Uxie. Yeah. But I used Mesprit. The point of Mesprit is basically the whole psychic trio there, they learn Encore. That's the whole thing. So
yeah.
You get to use Encore on Sylveon and just win. So you don't have to like... And also Mesprit gets coverage moves, so you can have Ice Beam, you can have Thunderbolt on there, which Cresselia doesn't do. So it's like a small niche over Cresselia.
So, I mean, Crest can just like run Amulet, CM Psyshock, and win, no? So, what?
Right.
What does Mesprit do over that? T-Bolt? What is a T-Bolt? Or Ice Beam or anything.
It was Ice Beam for like Lando. It's like easy to hit Lando. I remember there's something else as well.
I don't know, man. In my head, you just run like CM Moonlight, Shock, Ice Beam, Crest, and you're just better. But I don't know. Man. No, I'm not a SV player. I did innovate SV Chansey though, so that guy's actually pretty cool. I still don't know why people think that thing is bad. Oh no, it lost Toxic. Well, you just click S-Toss 4 times, then kill him. I don't know, man.
Oh yeah, and then Encore also, so you can beat Trickmon. So it
no,
also beats
that is huge. That is huge.
Yeah.
I know, like, Encore and 1v1 is kind of hard to go wrong with. I was raging in the start of the gen about when DNets used to click Encore. That shit pissed me off. I guess random SV question while we're on the topic. Hold on one sec. So my next question is, like, describe the progression of SV so far. Was it what you expected? Was it not what you expected? What are the good parts, bad parts, etc.?
Let's see. So like from the beginning, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So from the beginning, like at the very beginning, we had like a bunch of bans, like as expected. I think the meta pre-DLC was actually not bad, so that was nice. Annihilate kind of fell off at the beginning of DLC 1, and I think pretty much everything kind of went as expected for DLC 1. Like, we left Golden Go in there, we left Hoopa in there, so those guys got banned. And Meloetta came up really big as well, also got banned. Kind of expected. Let's see. After that, settled down. Top mons, I mean, they're the top mons from free DLC pretty much, and top mons from Sword Shield. Right? I mean, Regidrago, Valiant, Meowscarada, Greninja. This is all sort of standard, what you would expect to
with some Ursaluna, some
Cresselia, Spectrier,
some Florges sprinkled in.
Yeah, the Florges is new.
Indeed.
Is that even in Sword Shield? Is that in SS?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, it's not there. It's not there.
So you liked the Espathra meta?
Yeah, Espathra was funny. It's
that guy fell off.
I mean, yeah, Cresselia, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it shook out pretty much how you would expect it to. I mean, there's some,
with some bonus Terra controversy, I guess.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know why people were supporting Terra. It was like they're actually trolling.
Okay, so, question. Do you think that your playstyle has room to grow? Because when, like, just from my point of view, just to be brutally honest, when I see you like spam timer drops and like random text and like lose Sylveon versus Chomp, I'm like, what is this guy cooking? But do you think like you still have a lot to go and learn and all that?
Yeah, definitely. I think I definitely have a lot to learn in terms of like picking the right mon, just to put it simply. Sometimes you forget, like, my opponent sees things differently than I do.
Yeah, that's huge.
I think I have like the right idea, like the theory of it is correct, but sometimes the execution is just not there. I also sometimes struggle just to build with like spamming 3 brokens, because I will always find something that just like hard 3-0s and I'm like, what the heck? And I also enjoy a lot more using unexpected mons, or new techs or whatever, even if it's technically a disadvantage. I think it makes up for it in terms of surprise.
Okay, so what is your like I guess view on the timer, because that's kind of become a little infamous, I guess.
Oh yeah, the timer drop. It's only got me timer loss once. I mean, I think it's often better for me when I just take my time, and like there will be times where like I think I have like the right idea and like the right pick, and I've like made up my mind, but then there's something that I realized, like I overlooked it, or like I rushed into it, and like usually there's no harm in letting the timer drop lower.
I think to an extent, because there's I think disadvantages of getting in your own head, and then like if you click on 10 and then you're in a completely unintuitive matchup, you don't really have time to like super like plan it out really. So yeah, that's those are 2 things. I think it just comes with experience, finding the balance. Technically, there's no reason like not to just like use your full timer mostly to like, I don't know. I don't really click lower than 60 most of the time. I think 60 is like just where I stop. But yeah, I guess there's no reason not to, because you can think about every possible scenario, every possible set, every blah blah blah. So yeah, definitely advantages to that. So
Yeah.
Next question: What are your goals in 1v1? How ambitious are you, I guess?
I mean, the goal ultimately is to have fun, but then also, like, personally, I think it would be, I want to make finals of champs, just because I didn't make champs last year, so I kind of want to do that. But it's like, it's not super like I have to do this, but that's something that I would like to do.
Yeah, you're just going on a ride, and where you go is where you go, I guess. I like that mentality. Okay, so now we're pretty much done with like the 1v1 Pokemon questions. So we got number 8, and then there's gonna be a lot, by the way. At one point you're gonna have to start. I'll tell you when. It's like speed questions, I guess. But what is your favorite food, and what is the most underrated food/drink item in your opinion?
Favorite food. Honestly, I don't have a favorite food. I mean,
Do you have an
a lot
underrated
of food's
food
good.
or drink or anything? Anything you enjoy consuming that's underrated?
I enjoy drinking water. That's like, I drink water.
Fascinating answer.
Some people don't like water.
They don't. Mostly dumb people.
I don't know why they don't like water. They need taste in their drink. Water is the original thirst quencher.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to pry an answer out of you. What is the food you eat most often? I guess.
I eat roast beef most often.
Nice. So I guess that's the closest thing we'll get to a favorite here. Okay, so we got some fan questions here. Jacob asks, "Are you Asian?" And then this is my note. Or alternatively, are you white seeking an Asian?
Do I have to answer this?
Okay. It's an interview, man.
All right. I am Asian.
Nice. So thank you for
Emil's gonna be
that.
pissed.
Yeah, the grand reveal. Like we're like 42 minutes in, I think, something like that. Drip Legend asks, "Are white mom Asians more powerful than Asian mom Asians?"
No.
No. That's a good answer. Alright, so now we got some size questions that he asked Luna Lee in the Luna Lee Q&A. What is your favorite Pokemon? Number 1.
Ooh. It's been Pelipper. I think it's still Pelipper.
Okay, next question. How many kindergartners do you think you can fight at one time?
Depends.
You're ready. You've trained for 3 days to beat them up. They're all 5 years old. I don't really know how small kindergartners are, so they're pretty small. How many you could beat up?
I don't know. I'm thinking about it right now.
Is it in the like 10 to 20 range, 20 to 50 range, maybe even 1 to 10 range? I don't know. I feel like kindergartners, they wouldn't put up much of a fight.
I don't know, they weigh like what, 50 pounds or something? 50, 60 pounds?
How
that's-
much do kindergarteners weigh? 43 pounds and is about 43 inches tall as well. So that's like what, 3 something? 3'7"? Yeah.
I'm thinking like probably like 10. I mean, if you think about it in terms of like pounds, that's like 500 pounds, like, of people on you, and that's a lot.
Well, that's only if you let them all jump on you at the same time. If you're punching them, there's only so many times a kindergarten can get back up after getting punched, or kicked,
That's true.
or elbowed, or kneed.
That's true.
I'm just
And then
getting
you-
the specifics here.
how
How tall are you? How much do you weigh? I'm trying to think, because I think I can handle 20
I'm-
kindergartners. I think.
I'm like 6'3", 140.
Oh, you're skinny as fuck.
Yeah, I'm skinny.
Well, that means they can't really reach your head very easily at all.
Yeah.
So you can just lower body them. I'd say you can take her. I think me and you both could take around 20. No, but
20?
that's my opinion. Next question from Sice. Do you want his hoodie?
Whose hoodie?
Sice's hoodie.
What? He has. I have not seen his hoodie.
Okay, he's just offering it, so the offer's there. Yes or no, if you had to choose right now.
I'd have to see it first.
Alright, so impending answer. Now we got some Owen speed questions. So take as long as you want on them. If there's one that you really want to explain, go ahead, but not everyone needs a thorough explanation. So what are some qualities you would want in a lifelong significant other?
They have to be smart.
Okay.
And they can't be fat.
Can't be fat. Has to be smart. Anything else?
You have to be a woman.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Alright, next question. Would you rather become pregnant or sterile?
Sterile.
Alright. Next question. Do you think that the dialectic, in parentheses, Hegelian or Marxist, is a convincing explanation for the forward motion of history?
The what?
Do you think
Henry.
that the here, I can send you the question.
Yeah.
Do you think that the dialectic, I don't know how you say the next word, Hegelian or Marxist,
What is
is a convincing explanation for the forward motion of history?
dialectic?
Yeah.
The art or practice of arriving at the truth by exchange of logical arguments.
So do you believe in that?
I'm reading the definition. What? Is... Yes.
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 Okay. So you do think that's a convincing explanation? Got it. All right. Next question. Do you have fantasies / dreams that you desire but would not actually want to see realized in real life? Any at all?
No.
No?
No.
Dang. Interesting. Next question. What is the best thing that you can cook?
Steak.
Ooh, what, like, do you grill it or what is your, do you marinate it? What's going on in the Bo Bubs and steak recipe?
Bake it.
Oven or what?
Yeah, oven.
What do you put on it? Or is it just a chunk of meat?
You got some seasoning on there.
What kind of seasoning? This is important. Gotta fight
Very
the salt
important.
and pepper accusations. No, it is important. What do you put on your steak?
Put a lot of things on your steak, man.
Yeah,
It
I'd love to
depends on
know.
what you're feeling. Salt and pepper, you have to have salt and pepper. If you don't, then you're eating it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But, you can have... you can have garlic or something. Have onions. You gotta have onions, dude.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
If you're feeling fancy, you have cilantro.
Ooh,
I don't know.
like that. Are you a steak and pasta or steak and rice type of person? And what vegetables do you eat with steak? If any, if applicable.
Potatoes, yams, broccoli.
Ooh. I like potatoes and broccoli with my protein. Next question. Also, do you like rice or pasta more with steak?
Ooh.
This is a question for your interwation.
I mean, I have to say rice, right? Gotta be
Yeah.
rice.
Next question. Do you smoke?
No.
Nothing at all?
No.
Got it. Next question. Thoughts on landlords?
They're making money.
No, but what are your personal thoughts towards like each individual landlord? Do you have a landlord? Do you like your landlord?
I don't have a landlord.
Okay. Have you had any
I mean-
negative or positive experiences with landlords in your life?
Not really.
Bilboo's a landlord, by the way. So if you have anything positive about Bilboo or negative about Bilboo, that can apply for all of landlords.
Okay.
So
Nah.
no thoughts on landlords at all.
No thoughts.
Are you
Head empty.
Are you looking forward or not looking forward to landlords? Or are you just going in with a blank slate? Like we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, I'll see what happens.
Let me tell you, they raised my rent for no reason. As my apartment like keeps breaking and keeps fucking up, they raised it. So yeah, I don't really have the best experience, but our next question: how many Jackie Chans could Muhammad Ali beat in a fight?
0.
0. Wow, you're really a Jackie Chan believer. I think Jackie Chan would get fucked up personally, but who knows?
Muhammad Ali's dead.
No, but both in their prime. In a hypothetical.
Okay. Well, the thing is, Muhammad Ali's a boxer, right? And Jackie Chan practices MMA, right? So it's got to be Jackie Chan.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
I think Muhammad Ali would beat his ass, but next question. Have you ever thought about starting a band?
A little bit, but not like seriously.
At what age, what phase of your life, what point did you consider starting a band?
In high school.
Were you a freshman or you're a senior? Or anything in between, I guess.
Probably sophomore, junior.
Oh, wow. I honestly think it would happen. It could happen at any point.
Yeah.
The temptation to start a band. Also, we have not mentioned music at all. What is your? I guess we can just like randomly ask. What is your favorite music artist and genre and all that?
Favorite artist?
Yes.
Let's see. I don't really have like a favorite artist. I mean, I listen to like a lot of stuff, but it's mainly sort of like rock. I mean, you're in the Walrus, right? So
Yes,
that
but
kind of music
I
is
don't
what
really
like.
pay that much attention because I just get mad when I don't win.
Okay. I mean, Led Zeppelin's good. Polyphia's pretty good. I do listen to some classical music sometimes, but
Do you
Not a
ever
whole
do you
lot.
ever do you ever listen to music while you either play or build Pokemon?
sometimes.
Nice. Okay, next question. This is important. Please give a detailed, thorough explanation. Rate email as a person on a scale of 1 to 10.
What? Like as a person?
Yeah, as a person.
Damn. I'd say 6.
6. Fascinating. Next question. What is your favorite season?
Ooh. I don't know.
You don't have a favorite season?
I mean, they
Do you
all have
Do you have a least favorite season?
probably spring.
Really? Wow, spring hater. What are the pros and what are the pros and cons of, I guess, summer and winter to you? Because not having a huge passion there is very interesting. Usually people like one more the other, you know?
Okay, so in California, it's really not like a big change between summer and winter. Like, you know, we don't get snow, really, unless you're like high up. And like summer, like it gets hot. But like that's it. It's not like super like 100 degrees for like the whole summer. Summer's nice because like the weather's nice, right? You can go outside and like, although it's been kind of weird, the weather's been kind of weird recently.
Indeed.
Winter's nice. I like the smell of rain, so we get a lot of rain sometimes. Hopefully, we keep getting more rain.
I remember one time I accidentally went to class during winter in like a shorts and t-shirt, and then I like didn't matter. It like was not cold out.
Right.
So yeah, and seasons in California are kind of fake until it's summer and it's like 100, I guess. So
Right.
I kind of
It's-
understand that. I also don't like about winter is how like everyone just gets sick.
Yeah.
It's lame. Anyways, next question. What is your favorite work of art ever? Any medium, any form of media, and what is valuable to you about it?
I don't know. Shit.
You don't know at all.
I mean, it's like I don't really look at like, you know, paintings or
No, it doesn't have to be like painting it like an art. Like it could be either
Yeah.
music, TV, a screenplay, movie, like a theatrical performance, anything.
Yeah.
Anything art or media related.
I mean, there's just so much stuff, man.
Or what do you think is good or what do you think is underrated that people don't talk about as much? Because I know picking one favorite thing ever may be difficult, but I know this. If you've consumed a decent amount of art / media / whatever, do you have anything that's underrated to you?
Honestly, I don't really. I think these days, a lot of times, people don't like hate on art. You know, like if you go and you look at like what people think of whatever, it's always like positive.
Dan, you have not been on
I know. I don't
on
like.
Twitter or on
I don't have
letter,
Twitter. No.
Letterbox or Rate Your Music or some shit.
Yeah. So I don't really know like what would be underrated.
Okay, so I'm gonna go rogue. What is like the most recent movie you've seen, and what were your thoughts on it?
Most recent movie I've seen is The Drunken Master, Jackie Chan.
What were your thoughts?
It's a bit over the top, but it's funny. Pretty good.
Out of 10, what is it?
Probably like 7.
Got it. Now I understand your Jackie Chan Muhammad Ali answer.
I don't actually watch that much Jackie Chan. That's just like a coincidence.
Would you rather be a half human, half wolf, or a werewolf?
Werewolf.
Werewolf. Got it. Next question. What are Relia's pronouns?
IRL. Relia.
Yeah.
It's a guy.
So
I mean, he,
well,
him, I would assume.
got
I
it.
don't know.
Got it. Next question. Thoughts on furries?
I'm not a furry.
No, but do you
I
have
don't
any
know.
thoughts on them in general?
They're weird.
Are you pro? Oh, you think they're weird? Okay. Honestly,
I mean, I don't understand it.
I share that sentiment. I know there's some people that are pro furry out there. It's probably the people that.
I mean, I'm not like against them or anything. I just like, whatever.
You think they're oddballs?
Yeah.
I know the people that are commissioned to draw art for them are pro furry because they're all rich apparently. Last Owen question, maybe the last question of the interview because I don't really have anything else. What is a place that you've been to that you would never want to go again?
I know there's something. I don't remember it right now.
So you would go to any place that you have been to in your life again? You have no,
Well, no, I think there's definitely something.
you just can't name?
Yeah.
Okay, alternatively, where is your favorite place that you've been to?
Well, there's certain Redwood Grove that's pretty nice. It's like the floor is like covered in pine needles.
Is it in California,
Pretty-
North California, Central California, South California?
It's in California. I don't know like exactly where.
If you
Right.
had to make a guess, where would it be? Put people on.
Probably like Northern California.
Oh, I can go then. Nice, man.
Yeah.
Is there any city that's close to it that you can name, or like area? Or is it just the middle of actually fucking nowhere?
I don't know. It's in some park. I don't I don't remember where.
So you just woke up in that park, in that area, in the Redwood Forest, and you're like, yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's nice, I'd go again.
Yeah.
Alright, that's fascinating. Alright. Thank you for your time. If you have any closing thoughts, comments, anything to promote, anything to say, now is your time.
Subscribe to Dom Showdown.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Alright, with that, I kind of gotta take a poop, and the interview is done. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions for Bo Bobson, you can leave them in the comments. He probably if you comment, I will send them to him and then get the reply, or you can reply on your YouTube if you want. But they will be asked. So thank you guys. Peace.